What up, brother? My brother Crumb said he's the first. What it do, bruh? What's up? What up? What up? What up? Hey, man. What's going on, family? I need you to do me a favor. Share this out on, if you have an X. Share this out on YouTube, Facebook. I'm suspended on TikTok until the 19th. So we're not on TikTok. And who cares? Who cares? Shout out to my brother George from Philly. Shout out to my sister Brandy, who said, damn, dude, this is too much, man. Too much. So we just going to talk for a second, y'all. So come on, hit the link, hit the share button. Make sure everybody gets this. Shout out to my brother DJ Derek. Shout out to my brother Jarrell and my brother Jamal. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Percy, the squad. You already know what it is. Karen. Rich. Did I forget somebody? I meant to. Anywho, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the show again, y'all. We're going to have some fun. Who is this texting me? Hey there. I'm Evelyn from Truth North Placement. I'm here to connect briefly about new. Nope. Why are people always trying to get you to buy a blue check? I don't buy blue checks. I ain't phony. Ain't nothing phony about me, baby. I'm from Philadelphia, baby. I'm from Philly, baby. Yes, baby. Okay, we're gonna. You clean it. I clean it up. I flush it. Did you flush it? You wipe yourself? Okay. I got to take care of my daughter. Jarrell, I'll be right back. Let's get this thing started, dude. This is what happens when you have a 6-year-old, y'all. So let's go, y'all. Let's get this thing started. Share it out. Be back. Come
Yeah, check it. We live from the cipher. It's the knowledge igniter. Severe Bay, true speaker, soul provider. Traveling lands with a book in his hand. Dropping gems like grains of sand in the plan. Graffiti wall talking. Breakers keep rocking. MCs flow proper while the DJ's chopping. But knowledge is the key that unlocks the gate. Fifth element, repping, never showing up late. Crowd call, response fail. What the fifth? Who's the guy? Who's the guy? Turn it up, let the final play. It ain't just rhymes, beats, tags, and spins. It's the wisdom within where the change begins. See kings wear crowns, but the wise stay grounded. Every word Sabille drops got the people astounded. History decoded, lies unfolded. Truth on wax got the mainstream corroded. From Philly to Morocco, Spain to LA. Keep building with the youth like the past. Severe Bay. Turn it up, let the bottom play.
Let's run it back. Daddy duties, baby, never stops. Never stops. Let's go. Turn it up.
Yeah, check it. We live from the cipher. It's the knowledge igniter. Severe Bay, true speaker, soul provider. Traveling lands with a book in his hand. Dropping gems like grains of sand in the plan. Graffiti wall talking. Breakers keep rocking. MCs flow proper while the DJ's chopping. But knowledge is the key that unlocks the gate. Fifth element, repping, never showing up late. Crowd call, response fail. What the fifth?
The fifth element, baby. Let's go. Fifth Element.
Turn it up, let the vinyl play. It ain't just rhymes, beats, tags, and spins. It's the wisdom within where the change begins. See kings wear crowns, but the wise stay grounded. Every word a bill drops got the people astounded. History decoded, lies uploaded. Truth on wax got the mainstream eroded. From Philly to Morocco, Spain to LA. Keep building with the youth like the past. Sabir Bay. Turn it up, let the vinyl play. Laying quotes like hip-hop is more than music.
Come on, let's go.
It's knowledge, travel and learn. So while the world breaks dancing and the break hands paint, remember real soldiers never move like saints. They teach, they reach, they rise, they elevate. Sabirs on the front lines, opening gates. So salute to the traveler, cultural ambassador, the fifth element. No gimmick, no amateur. Legacy deep like the roots of the game. Sabir Bay, we chanting your name. Damn, the crowd call, response feel. What's the fifth? Who's the guy? Who's the guy? Turn it up, let the vinyl play. Turn it up, let the vinyl play.
Welcome to the show, baby. Let's go. Welcome to the show.
Turn it up, let the vinyl play.
What's up? Hey, man. What's going on, my brother? What's up, brother Crown? Let me share this with y'all real quick, right? I shout out to my brother George in Philly. We're gonna get into that too. But it was so funny. Brandy hit me up and so we having a showing of Heavy as the Crown in Atlanta. Crown, what's up, brother? Yo, man. Sometimes you don't realize y'all cats inspire me, dude. I'm gonna keep it real. You think I be know like it's so freaking funny. I was talking to a sister named Brandy, and we ready to do a showing of Heavy as the Crown in Atlanta, and she said it's a damn shame, right? Now I can pull some strings and go into debt, right? But the one thing she said to me when I was on the phone with her, she said, "You mean to tell me that you haven't?" I was trying to get this finances to actually go to Atlanta because we ready to do a showing of Heavy as the Crown. And this is how I can tell we are not unified at all. It's only on stupid stuff. And when you was talking to me, brother, you can share it if you choose to. Your, what you was going through. So we doing a Heavy as the Crown next week, and I've been trying to get up like 1,300. I can go into debt to do it. I really can, but I shouldn't have to. And I've been trying to like say, I need like 1,500. My brother Marcus said it earlier too. Next week to do this, right? And I sat back and I said, how can I get these finances to make this work, right? To get this finances to get to Atlanta so we could do the showing of Heavy as the Crown. Most people don't know. Do you know it was only about 4 people that hit me up out of everybody that be on his feed, brother? It's kind of crazy, right? Less than 5 people. And Marcus is the one that put out there what we need and let's get it popping. We're not, bro. It hurts you. And I understand what you was going through, what you was telling me, what you was going through with cats in this conscious community. And my brother George also. And It makes you just want to step away from everything. A sister hit me up yesterday also and asked me something about a trust. Now I can sell a package to y'all for $4,000. Niggas are fine $4,000 for a fake package, right? But it just hit me, and I'm trying to figure out, what do these so-called black people want? Like, because they don't support real people. They don't. They'll take advantage of real people. And I was sitting on the phone with my brother George. He from Philly. And we was going back and forth. He said, Sabir, you in the driver's seat, brother. You got what you need. You got it. You the dude that came from right here, Philly, my niggas. I'm Philly. He said, you came out of Philly. He said, you already know how this is. He said, cats don't know how serious this thing is. He sent me a video, and I'm gonna play this for y'all after I play this KRS-One piece. And he said, Sabir, let me show you how you should really do this, bro. Ain't no way that you shouldn't be making $9,000. That's what he said to me. Like, I said, nigga, I'm scratching my head. Like, nigga, like, I do have a lot of stuff, and sometimes I step away from things because I don't want people to put me in this conscious thing of pimping people like Tariq and all these other people, right? So I sat back and I said, damn, how can I do this? A sister called me yesterday. She said something. Do you know anything about a trust? I said, yeah, I know a lot about trust. Do you know about this particular office? I said, yeah, I do. And I sent her a book yesterday, just saying, I'm gonna help you out. I said, I'm not gonna do this to everybody, but I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna send you a book I did on trust. I got a book on trust law that I did. And I'm giving people literally civics, right? So I'm on the phone with my boy from Philly. And before I was talking to you, I think I told you the story. So as I'm on the phone with him, he said, Sabir, I beat 3 homicides. I went to homicides, and I'm like, he telling me the whole story. And I'm like, we both went through all this, right? He said, but nothing compares to what you went through. You lost your son. You went through the same shootout shit that we did in Philadelphia. He was like, give me a breakdown, right? And how I should really come at the foundational Black Americans. Now he's listening to this, but he has a little, I think he has like a some type of youth program in Philadelphia that he's at right now. He said, I'm gonna try to come on the feed, and I'm gonna play his video. He said, play that video for him. And he was just sharing with me the stories of what I've been through and what I went through, and how Taj and I have always been consistent on what we have been doing and don't get that support. So we're on the phone going back and forth. I burnt my daughter's food. I'm trying to cook. I told you I was cooking for my daughter, right? I said, I'm cooking for my daughter before she wake up. You know, I'm in here talking to him. I'm burning my daughter's pancakes. And I'm like, he's saying, yo, Sabir, the one thing that foundational Black Americans are missing is the civics part that Tariq is not teaching. He said, but which you and Taj have always been talking about. The Moors are indigenous to this land, but the civics part is what they're missing. I said, he's right. And I'm sitting here telling him this, low lie. This is me talking to him. I said, they don't want to hear the civic side of this stuff. They keep acting like foundational Black Americans and what it is. He said, no, but Sabir, they don't have this part. This is the part that you can come in on. But I'm saying to myself, and I don't want to discourage him, I'm saying they don't want to reach out to me to talk about that. I don't give a damn what you call yourself. You have many people in other countries. They're still Moors. Botswanians are Moors. Ethiopians are Moors. Are you following the pattern? So as he's talking to me, I'm listening to him. I said, okay, it's starting to make sense. So the foundational Black Americans are Moors, whether they want to believe it or not. But the civics part is what they're missing. And that's the part that y'all not getting. It's the civics part. Moors have always said we's indigenous to this land. Always. And I'm sitting and I'm like, he's right. He said, ain't no way in hell that you should not be having $3,000, $9,000. I said, damn, he's right about that shit. I said, nigga, I'm doing something wrong. So he's telling me how he gets paid off of YouTube. I don't get super chats because of what I talk about. Mm-hmm. I don't get super chat, right? So I thought about it for a minute. I said, well, I'm going to start my Patreon back up. He said, no, I'm going to walk you through to do a whole Patreon so people now can just come pay or have you come speak on it. And I said, damn, that's cool. And he gave me an example of how this works, right? He said, you from South Philly. I'm from, I think he said West Philly, right? He said, I'm going to come to Philly and I'm going to come to the biggest person in Philly to sell the bricks to because I need an opening. So you the one. I'm going to come to Sabir. Okay, we go to Sabir. Now, this is the street side. He said, I'm going to come to Sabir because Sabir is the one that got the connects right there. So you want to come to me for the civic side. So he's comparing the street side of it. He said, you got to remember, Sabir, where we came from. He said, I could tell you in 98, when my mom got tied up. He said, what? This is no lie. This is what he's telling me. And I'm going to play his video. He's telling me this story, right? He said, Sabir, in 19, people don't know what happened in Philly in the 90s. Y'all don't know what happened in Philly in the 90s. Many shootouts, many times being in the homicide rooms. So he said, he's telling me how that you was forced into that, not because you want to. I hustled at 18 because I had a son at 18 years old. We didn't grow up hustling. We didn't grow up like that. We grew up because of our circumstances. And when you go through those circumstances, you don't state it. This is why Malcolm said, you can't hold that over my head. My past is my past, but I'm going to tell you my past. I'm not going to hide my past. And I'm sitting on the phone with him like, I'm sitting on the phone with this motherfucker like, nigga, like, but you know they use that against you. This is what I'm telling him. They use that against you, your past. He said, I don't give a damn what they try to use against me. I beat homicide cases, right? So I'm on the phone. He said, have you ever had your parents or your sisters tied up in the house? What you supposed to do? This is what he's telling me. What would you do if a nigga, your own people, tied your people up in a house? What would be your reaction? This is what he said to me. I said, nigga, like, it's making sense, right? He said, let me tell you something, Sabir. You've been through all of that. You got stories beyond my stories of you traveling the world, seeing the world. You traveled in countries. Most niggas never been to Turkey. Most niggas probably never been to Morocco, less Casablanca, Americas. Most people probably never seen the oldest university in the world. You see what I'm saying? It's things that when you come from where we came from to where you're at now. This is what he's saying. And I'm sitting on the phone with him. Mind you, I'm cooking. I'm listening to him. I'm trying to figure out how can I incorporate all this stuff. And I'm like, damn, man, like this is a lot of stuff. So I'm trying to suck everything up that he's saying and try to incorporate. He said, Sabir, I'll be 50. I think he said in 12 days. I've been married for 25 years. He said 25 years he was married. How many niggas can say that? So, and I'm gonna play the video and let you hear. He said the ups and the downs, how niggas on social media with the garbage, when the majority of these people is with garbage. He said, how many niggas can sit there and say 25 years of marriage and niggas will say there's no good man, there's no good woman. No, you're looking in the wrong goddamn places because you're looking for the wrong thing. That was ill. I'm sitting here like, nigga, I'm gonna let you hear him. And he said the people with the fakeness is the ones that get paid. I said, nigga. He said people like this with real stories, real life stuff, they don't support it. And this is what is happening with social media. He said, I'm not a YouTubian. He said, I'm a person that does YouTube for educational purpose. I said, God damn, these niggas are YouTubians to get paid off of YouTube. I don't get paid off of YouTube. I don't. That's not where I get my money from. And I'm sitting here trying to figure out how can I make this thing happen of us educating our people on this day. I can't even get $1,300, $1,400. That's kind of crazy. And this is why I told a sister yesterday, I don't want to be discouraging anybody because she hit me up and asked me about a trust. And I said, sister, I can talk about trust all day long with facts and kill the game. But I will not do it for niggas free on social media. This is what I said to her. I'll give you everything that you need because I've put liens against my property myself and it worked. Not charge nobody $3,000. I did it with my own. If I call niggas in Philly, they'll say, yeah, that nigga did put a lien against his car. He really did. They couldn't take his car. I can tell you how these things work. But see, people got to do these things and sell things to people. That's not Sabir. That's not what I do. I try everything on my
You can put it on Patreon, though.
Yeah, I am going to put it on Patreon. That's where it's going at. Because I can't get niggas with the support on here, brother. So I can't. So my thing is get what you can now. I keep trying to tell you because I'm going to keep it a buck with you. You can't put none of them in the room with me. So if y'all would love to support what I'm doing, my Zelle is there, my PayPal is there, my Chime is there. And I was sitting with my brother Crump because it was crazy because I was supposed to did his show yesterday, but I told him I'm busy with my daughter. I got to figure out how I can deal with my son. I have two little ones now. And the responsibilities don't stop. I get cursed out. Y'all don't know I get cursed out half the time. I'm like, nigga. And you know what's funny? I don't get cursed. I get cursed out because I'm giving people free stuff all the time. And I get cursed out by their moms because these things have to get done. And it's like repeating myself. And I was sitting in the room with my daughter yesterday. The illest thing happened to me. Last night, my daughter leaned over to me and she hugged me. And she said, Daddy, don't leave me. I said, nigga, did she just say that to me? I said, I'm never going to leave you. I said, my son said that before he got killed. Literally, my son said that when I went to Philly to go see him in the hospital. My son said, never leave me again. And when my daughter said this to me yesterday, bro, I'm gonna keep it real, it hit me. And I'm like,
Wow.
I held her back and said, nigga, are you in there? Like, I'm looking at my daughter like, is my son in there? Like, my son that got killed. And I'm like,
Yeah.
are you in this motherfucker? Like, because she said it, the way she said it, she had held me. And she said, don't leave me. I don't want to leave you. I said, I'm not going nowhere.
Wow.
Exactly what my daughter said
Right.
to me last night. And it hit me, bro. I felt like, damn, dude. Because my son said the same thing to me when I was in Philly, when he was in a hospital in the University of Pennsylvania. I flew all the way back to Philly. And this is what people don't understand, brother. Like, it's so much to this people. It is so much stress that's on a person to keep up this. And that's what my brother George was saying. He said, brother, no one has a story like that, bro. They don't. And I'm talking about in the conscious community. No one has a story of losing a child or going through it, trying to help people that don't help you, bro. And you got to fight. And I'm telling George about the foundational Black Americans. I said, I don't know where these niggas be getting money from. I don't know how they be getting that money. Right. So he said, well, why don't you just incorporate the foundational Black Americans with being foundational Moors? Because they are Moors regardless. Now it's up to them to accept it or not. They are Moors.
Right.
Period. But I said, I'm going to try.
I've been in here for a minute.
Yeah. And I said, I'm going to try this.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I was Sabir, I was just saying, I've been here for a minute. You know, I'll be saying FBA, but I understand what you mean when you say everybody was a Moor. I'm still trying to wrap my brain around that. But my biggest question about the Moors is, if they were so good and so in power, then what happened? What was the fall of the Moors? Where that book at?
I just gave you the story, bro. You didn't hear what I said? My brother said to me today, we are killing each other. This is what he said. Look at what we doing. Look at how we fighting one another. Look at he said he don't even like when we do what we do to each other. We from the streets. Nigga, we talking about literally shootouts, nigga. Like he said, imagine a person that's your friend, right? Was involved in your parents being tied up in a house. That wasn't a white person, was it? It's our people. Hold up. So, and I'm on the phone with him, and I said, yeah, man, we used to shoot our ways out of places, nigga, that niggas you thought was cool with you. You literally in the room, and that nigga in the room to plot to kill you, right? We had to jump out windows, nigga. Like, the white man wasn't in the room with us, so we on the phone talking. So you want to know what happened to the Moors? It's the same thing. All you got to do is get one weak link, one jealous person. And if you can't see this, I can't help you. I never had a problem with none of these dudes that sit in the room with them. You never heard me say, oh, I wouldn't sit in the room with Tariq. But ask Tariq the same thing about me. Oh, you never heard me say I wouldn't sit in the room with Umar. Let's see if Umar would say the same thing. I don't know Crumb at all. But you know what I said? Yo, I see what you're doing. And this is the thing. If I can add on, that's not how we are, bruh. And we all still have this colonized mind. So if you want to know what happened to the Moors, look at what's happening today. That's all you got to do is look at what's happening today. Niggas ain't honest.
Yeah, we fractioned up, you know, because we got the NOI, we got the 5%, we got
none of that.
He's alike. We got all kinds of factions.
I don't have a problem with none of them. Anybody knows if I'm in Chicago, I go to the mosque in Chicago. And you know what they said to me when I was in Chicago? Oh, that's Sabir. We know when Sabir is coming down. See, this is the thing, brother. You don't understand. Y'all don't understand who's creating the separatism. It's not Sabir. It's not me. So this is why my brother said, I don't know how you cannot be making like $9,000. Because what it is, it's a jealousy and an envy thing. This is what's going on with them. It ain't Sabir. So you take this and go ask them those questions. Now, I gave you the answer, right? Go to the foundational Black Americans and ask them the same thing and watch what they tell you. See, you got a freeway on this feed, brother.
Peace, brother. Peace.
You follow me? Peace. I don't call people tethers. I don't call people out their names. But you are so afraid. You are afraid to address them.
And I will add to this, brother. Honestly, and as long as you've been doing this a bit, and you say this on every feed, but it's like, man, in my eyes, I don't care about anybody else, and I think a lot of people will agree. But you get a pass, even if you did call somebody. It's like, so you can do that. You know what I'm saying? Because we know who we talk. I know who you talking about.
Yeah.
The people that's been watching your feed day in and day out, we know who you talking about, brother. You don't even. It's certain things to be. I promise you, and you guys say, man, I don't. You can say whatever you want because factually, we know you telling the truth.
And it's the truth.
We know you telling the truth. It's not you. You're not saying no lies. Because, like you just told the brother, go to the foundational Black American people. Go talk to these fake conscious people. When you bring Sabir name up, they either run, they get defensive and act like he don't know what the hell he talking about. And it's no three, because when they get to the point where they want to bash Sabir, it's like, well, where's your source? I go to Sabir YouTube, I go to his IG, and I show them this man has been around the world. You see all the books that I'm showing you he's putting in my. Where are your sources? They don't have them.
And this is the thing. People say Holly Moore's fault. It's because of niggas with no backbone. And I'm talking to a lot of y'all dudes. You don't have none.
Oh yes, I'm sorry.
This
I did join in on that, and we spoke on that before too. The same thing you just said.
Like,
we spoke on that.
We don't have it, and we want to know why we fell. If you experience what we experienced, it wasn't rather the white man dropped some shit off in our neighborhoods, and not is you. This is what my brother was saying to me. He said, brother, I wasn't raised. Listen to me. I wasn't raised. He wasn't raised. He said, we wasn't raised to be shooting each other. But circumstances put us there. Because circumstances, I was a young father. That's where I was at on this. I was your young father at the time. And we're not sit up here glorifying anything. We're not glorifying it.
Peace.
We just our experience, and our experiences will put us in a place. Some of us sell the hell out, and this is why they make jokes. And I'm looking at the I'm going to get you sucker scene. When a dude went to the dude, he goes in and he's with the European woman, and he said, "Well, what happened, bro? I thought you for the people." Niggas went in. He said they went down there with that.
They came out with jobs. Niggas went in with guns.
And this is just the reality of what
came
people
out with
see,
jobs,
right? This is what is happening because we don't support real people. That's what's happening. We love the fakeness, and I'm sitting back and I'm watching my boy. Like,
funny as shit.
No, I'm not funny, but it's real, dude. But it's reality. It's like when you like he said, Sabir, you got to like. I swear, this is what he's telling me. I wish he would come on, but he's on a field trip, and he's talking. He said, they have not done what you done, Sabir. They have not walked and lost and did like. Dude, I'm like literally listening to this nigga burning my daughter's pancakes. They got to remake the pancakes again. We eat plant-based, so we don't eat that garbage y'all eat. So we eat plant-based is costing. So I'm making up pancakes. And I said, damn, nigga, you made me burn my daughter pancakes and hash brown. Swear to God. So he's talking to me. He said, no, bro, you got to understand what you're doing. Like, you are in that driver's seat. You don't understand. And I'm like, bro, if I say this, if I do this, niggas going to, you know, he said, bro, don't matter. He said, you can't use nothing over my head. Like Malcolm said, remember that part you played? You can't hold my past over me. And that's what motivated me to do this. And I'm like, yo, then Crumb called. I mean, I'm gonna call Crumb, because if you call me and leave me a message, I'm gonna call you back eventually. But what did I tell you, Crumb, when I was on the phone? What did I tell you? How busy I was? I was telling Crumb. Didn't I say that to you? I said, yo, bro, I've been busy with my daughter. You know, I'm trying to get these flights to go to Atlanta so we can do the premiere. And I was telling him this, right? And I'm like, I've been mad busy. My priorities right now is my children. Y'all are grown-ass people. Y'all get finances from somewhere. You know what I mean? So I'm fine. I don't have to do anything. Y'all want me to do everything for free. But I can't. But how about y'all support it? Right there. Okay? I'm going to put my banner up here before we start. So I just wanted to share that with y'all, but I want to play his video. But what he said, because I don't even know who this woman was. Her name is Dr. Something. And Corey Holcomb did an exposed video. And I said, niggas always with exposed videos, brother. But damn, dude, anything to destroy our people, brother. But you got to be real with yourself. You got to be real. But let me start this, y'all. With my man KRS-One. Listen, strap in, support, and share out. Let's go.
Yo, check your mic. Let's test these levels.
Check.
Let's
Okay,
go,
word,
y'all.
we got the sound. Let me know when the break's coming in.
Nah, there's no break. I'm just gonna go straight through.
Breaks, baby.
I kick that shit.
Heaven sent, I can prove this. Any crowd, turn me up loud. KR will move this. Long before Eazy-E, this MC, he was ruthless. Kicking rhymes, spitting rhymes, written rhymes, freestyle. I do's this. Who's this? You don't know me, homie. I'm the one and only. I turn your tool into a toll. Tell you owe me. You ain't gotta go to the past to know me, homie. I'm KRS-One. My power is now. Eckhart Tolle. These rappers are bony and lonely. I'll catch them coming out of Shoney's. I don't Oscar or admire, they baloney. No phony. I spit for the time from the mind. So when I spit off the head, of course I'm ahead of my time. Yes, I'm better with rhyme, and it's evident I'm the lyrically benevolent kind. This you never gonna find. I'm spitting plenty medleys. This is work, not a job. Rappers are crying like
Work,
the
not a
boss
job,
of a verse
baby.
they saw. That's when they get robbed and disappointed. They not anointed, get them set up like an appointment. I spit the same heat you like to joint with. Fire, spit the truth, no lie. Heaven sent, this is higher. The mic cooks, I write books. The heavyweight champion. The song becomes a knockout with the right hook. I'm raw, meaning not cooked. These fake rappers heads are down, cause in the face of KRS, they do not look. 40 cal style, rap-a-pum like big drums. When I heat up the cup to 420, it's done. Light up the teach with the chunk. I teach when I come. Knowledge reigning supreme. What these rappers speaking is dumb. It's a treat when I come. I'm not what you used to. I'm the return of Khufu all over these tracks like choo-choo. I'm the guru. So when my teaching premieres, it's gangstar. Hitting you and your man in the same car. These whack rappers, fuck who they are. KRS is like a hooligan. Hitting them all with the same bars. Hooligans hitting them with the same bars. Your whack style just ain't ours. Venus to Mars. I'm teaching with bars. Spitting these bars. But youngins under 21 can't even get into these bars. So I don't blame them if they not seeing these bars. Cause when I hit them with my universe, all they seeing is stars. Speaking of bars, when I spit one, you can see it's all about impact over an income. The big one, multi-directional and exceptional. 10 of my first 20 albums are all collectibles. You feel the heat when I'm next to you, truly legendary. Underground, undetectable, and revolutionary. Most of what's going on today, you know we knew already. I tried to teach our people about poverty, it took too many. It took too many. We can see what a curse is. So I re-emerge to show these youngins who the first is. The minister, frying rap chickens like churches. And the worst is seeing your temperature taken by nurses. IV bags, your family picking out hearses. It's like you at the Barclays Center, you won't survive these verses. Sprite means spirit, so I obey what my thirst is. The whole planet, so-called Earth, is what my turf is.
Hold up,
KRS-One.
yo, I got this. Yo, this is about to be fire. Levels is on point. You sound good out here. Let's get this project started.
So whole earth is my turf. Remember that. The whole earth. Let me see if KRS-One pick up his phone. Let's see if the teacher picks up his phone, G. The so-called earth is my turf, my niggas. Y'all don't get it? Y'all don't want this type of teachings. Go check the video out. The whole earth is my turf. Keep trying to tell y'all, get with the real teachers and support them. I'm trying to let Chris know we're doing a show in Heavy as the Crown in Atlanta. Don't play. So y'all hit the link.
Dope.
Talk.
That's
So-
gonna be dope.
Oh, it's already Chris already said we got it popping, so he didn't pick
Please
up.
leave your message.
The last one y'all did was dope, honestly. When y'all was going back and forth on the feed with the books. Y'all,
Oh
you
yeah,
remember that?
KRS-One and I. Oh yeah,
Man, I love that video.
so you know that was I was in Florida when I called KRS-One on that one, and we did a video, James Smalls, him and I, but he didn't pick up. Let me see if his wife picks up her phone. So that was in Florida.
Please leave your message.
Oops, can't give y'all those numbers. So this is the thing, bro. Like, I don't have a problem with nobody, but real people don't support real people. And this is what my brother was saying. He said, no way in hell, brother, you even got to ask. They should automatically be like, yo, I got you. And again, man, it's a lot to this. It's a lot of work in this people. And that's why I always give props to people who really still doing it, like my brother Duke and Tears, like my brother Todd.
It's all about who got blue checks and the following. They don't support the real.
They don't support the real, brother. And what took me out, my brother sent me this video, and I'm gonna play him. This is my brother from Philly. Y'all seen him, heard him come on my feed before. Now he'll tell you some stories about how many homicides he had beat, but we was forced into these things. It wasn't, I mean, it's nothing to brag about, but he talks about relationships on his. But I'm gonna just play this video. It's only 5 minutes, but I want you to hear what he said before we get into this. So, as I'm sitting on the phone, this is the brother I was talking to, and we still in the hood with this thing. So we in the. He's talking to me, and I'm like, yo, this is kind of crazy. Like, I want you to hear what he said. I don't know who this woman is, Doctor, whatever her name is, that was on Dr. Shaw. I don't know. But anyway, hey,
Brian could have just came out and told.
Here you go.
And let me say,
this is when people hide who they are. So I don't know if y'all know who she is, but she's supposed to be a relationship guru or whatever. I don't even know, but he said, yo, Sabir, could you play this video for me? I said, sure, bro, I'll play the video. But when you get free, you should come on the feed. But he said, you should be getting paid. Niggas promise you stuff. You got a lot of people on this feed that promise, I got you, brother. I got you. And niggas renege on everything they do. This is why I renege.
This. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant could have just came out and told the truth. She could have came out and said, well, listen, you know, I come from that alternative lifestyle community, and that's fine. Fair enough, right? Fair enough. There's no arguments here, right? I even came out of the strip club, but I came from this to where I'm at now to teach people because I have life experiences. Just be honest, right? We live in a day and time where you just show a little leg, show some boob, look like something, and come online and you get a bunch of people to follow you where you're enemy to your own message. You're not living what you're speaking. But I always tell people out there, you know, people can see you, right? I often tell you guys that relationships is not something that's promised to you like life or death. It's something that you got to fight for every day. There's a sacrifice, commitment, a struggle. She hasn't experienced being in a long-term relationship with a man where there's children involved, where you got to love that man even when you don't like him, or you got to love that woman even when you don't like them, where you have to work to sacrifice. You have to be totally committed when you don't even understand whether you're coming and going, and sometimes, man, you just going on faith. Right? They haven't experienced this kind of stuff, but they're going to come out and tell you how relationships should be. And people is listening to this. And that's why the conditions of our community look the way that it is. Because people, hey, I am at 49 years old. I've been with a woman over 20-something years, almost half of my life. Half of my life. So if you want relationship advice on patience, right? Growth, development, watching things progress over time. I've experienced that. I've watched children grow. I've seen babies come out of a woman. I watched a woman grow from her 20s into her 40s. Her body changed, hair turned gray. I've experienced those things to gain wisdom, not just the knowledge, but the wisdom and the understanding. Because there's been a period of time where I've walked with somebody, where now I can give you the do's and the don'ts from based off of my experiences. This woman ain't never experienced none of that. But yet and still, she got women championing her. But if you notice these women that's following her, they're single women like her. She comes with the spirit of loneliness, the spirit of lack, the spirit of not having a man, right? But she's going to put that spirit on you every time she open her mouth and invoke words into you, because there's no power behind the things that she's saying, because she's not living up to the words that she's preaching. She's not living it. And this is the problem that we be trying to tell you guys out there. This is why I always led on my channel with showing my wife, showing my kids, showing my grandchildren, trying to show our community that it's possible to have love. It's possible to be married. It's possible to be there with your children. It's possible to be separated from the gender war and not be a part of those things, right? So when I come online, I'm not leading with my ego, trying to talk to you guys out there where I'm trying to be the show. I'm not watching the audience. I'm giving the message, the information. That's why I always say, I pray, I say, let my words be your words. Let my ways be your ways. Let my thoughts be your thoughts. Let my words be the food on an empty stomach that people can take as nourishment, and you can use it into your own life. Yes, right? Based off of the experience that I've lived. I've walked this walk. But online, too many people come on here and they be grifters and they make a lot of money. They get a large following. And the spirit behind that is not the spirit of development, not the spirit that's going to bring you to the happiness that you're yearning for and finding a partner. It's not going to happen because it's based off of false pretenses. And that's where we're at in today's time. That's why I said, I'm not a YouTuber. I do YouTube. There's a big difference. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not consumed by the algorithm and all those things. I do YouTube to give the information to the people because it's not about me or my ego. It's about me giving the information so you can grow, so you can be the example of change. That's what we're supposed to be.
What was on the phone talking about?
People like Dr. Cheyenne Bryan, that woman Priscilla, and so many of these other men, these fake gurus out here are leading our people astray and leading them to down a path to hell. And that's where we're going. And that's why we gravitate to all the negativity. But when you show some positivity, growth, and development, people don't want to be a part of it. People want to be separate from it. Because to be black and positive on here is there's no value in it. There's no value in it. And that's where we are. But if I come with the gender war or act like a Dr. Cheyenne Bryan, I can get a following. That's what happened. So I'll tell you, if you guys want relationship, leave your comments in the comment section. If you want relationship talk, come ask Uncle George. I'll talk to you. I've lived this life. Almost half of my life, I've been married to a black woman. I've lived the experience with the black woman for more damn near half of my life with children. How come we're not the ones at the forefront that y'all come get information from and listen to?
It's not.
But I'm gonna cut this short. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think, man.
That's my brother, man. This is the brother I was on the phone with, and that's what I was telling you, Crumb. This is what he was telling me. He said, "Ain't no way that you shouldn't be having Sabir like making $9,000 on what you know." He said, your whole life experience, right, is a story. He said, how many people came from where we came from, traveled the world, and came back and told us to people. So when I get on these feeds, I don't get paid off of YouTube. And some people get discouraged from that. They do. And a lot of people steal your content. You got to talk about gossip. And this is why you have the Tyreeks. You have the Umar Johnson saying what he's saying. These niggas are basically, if you notice, these niggas are what they call race baiters, they call them. This is the reality.
Yeah, race baiters.
So I'm sitting here like, and this is why I get discouraged on so many levels, right? Of not wanting to do anything. And when a sister hit me up, I was in the park with my daughter. Like she texted me. I'm in the park with my daughter. And I'm like, I wasn't going to respond to it. I said, I'm cool with the sister. Let me respond.
That's what I noticed about you. About the only one that actually like live and take care of your children. These other cats, they don't be with their kids. They don't know nothing about the black family because they don't be with the black family. They so busy chasing a dollar sign and blue check.
And that's what he's talking about. And that's when my daughter said that to me yesterday, it hit me. I'm like, damn. My daughter said the same thing that my son said to me. Never leave me, Dad. I'm like, nigga, like I was like, it hit me. I had to hold my daughter back, like, nigga, are you in there, Amir? I literally had to hold her back and be like, are you in that mother freaking nigga? Like, seriously. So my thing is people, again, I had people who promised things and said things I'm going to do. Just do what you do, but don't hit me when you get caught in the trenches. I can, like my brother said, Sabir, you can probably clear up a lot of shit that is going on out here. I can. I just choose not to.
But I bet if you say you was giving away or doing something for free, they'll come quick.
They already come in a hurry. Come on this fee for free, and ask me how many people actually donate.
Facts.
Ask me, and I'm gonna be honest with you. 3 people. You could have 100 people in this motherfucker.
Niggas love free shit.
I know, and this is the thing. Y'all don't realize I pay like $100 for StreamYard. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but it automatically comes out my account. So that means that's coming. I have to have some type of money coming in, right? So that comes out of my account every month. Stuff comes out automatically. I ain't got to tell you how much, but it does. Then that makes me sit back and say, okay, I got to make sure this is done. Make sure my son is good. Make sure my daughter's good. Because number one, we don't even eat what y'all eat. My children are vegans. And this is why I said I live by it. And this is what my brother George was saying to me. It's your experience. They should see you and ask you, right? How do you do it, Sabir? That's what he said to me. Like I'm trying to call him, but I know he's in the field right now. And I said, I'm gonna pull back from a lot of things, bro. And niggas will watch all these people YouTubes. Automatically, soon they come on and they getting money. Soon they come on in, right? It's so funny to me. I'm like, God damn, they getting money soon as you come on the feed. Like, what am I missing? But the experience of what he said, I don't have, the experience of being married for 25 years, but I got the experience of me raising children, and there's no roadmap to this motherfucker. You know what I mean? So I know the experience of being shot. I don't know what it feels like to have a baby, but I know what it feels like to be shot multiple times.
Yep.
I know what it feel like to have a nigga tied up in the house, or you have to shoot yourself. I know those experiences. You know what I mean? Firsthand. Period. So
definitely got stories to be.
Huh?
You definitely got a story to tell.
I got a lot of stories, bro, and it's real. Like, and niggas think I'm just that dude. I'm not a YouTuber, like the brother said, I'm here to give you this information, but you got to fight. What I was telling him, George, you got to fight with your own goddamn people. So you want to know why the Moors fell? Just look in the mirror. What are you doing to help?
They was fighting against each other.
So if somebody's fighting against one another, I told the story about what happened. You didn't pay attention to what I said same day in the book, Children's El Humber told the children. They fought amongst themselves.
Told the children,
lost their sense of unity. So when we fight against,
got infiltrated.
They lost the unity. So now it's the weak point. Okay, you know how many times, I'm gonna be real with you. You know how many times people came to me and said, "Well, Sabir, on a slick, not a white person, Sabir, Farrakhan be praying to talking about Elijah Muhammad and da, or Farad Muhammad was God and he ain't God." You know, what are your thoughts? They can do stuff like that. Oh, Sabir, what do you think about Umar Johnson? You never heard me say anything ill about Umar. Never. You never heard me say anything about Tariq. Never. You may hear me say how they misleading people, but you never heard me say he's a tether. He got his, like niggas be like, that nigga got his hairline dyed up. You don't hear me talk like that. That's not my stance.
Right. No, you don't speak like that. You don't speak like that.
So
I appreciate
you don't promote hate.
If I did,
no, it ain't nothing personal.
That's what draws people, right? So this is the friction between foundational Black Americans. When my brother George said this to me, what was Noble Drew Ali teaching? What did Noble Drew Ali teach in 1920s? This is the part I'm talking about, the civics part. What did Noble Drew Ali teach? Anybody?
Black unity, nationalities. He was trying to teach people.
Foundational Black Americans can't even answer the question. So this says nothing new. If you're foundational, it has to go back to somewhere. So when Noble Drew Ali was teaching that we was not Negro, Black, and colored, when the Moors are teaching that we lost our nationality in 1774, think about it. We're not talking about it. We're talking about what Noble Drew Ali was teaching back then, before there was a
1631, when they brought the black and white system in.
So what happens, y'all not paying attention because y'all egos are in the way, brother, and that's what's going on. We are Moors. The FBA are Moors, but the FBA don't want to hear that because you have a person that's the head that never experienced any of those things. He didn't.
And the more I learn this, I feel like this is what affects me in real life. It's not the job, it's not personal relationships, it's just life as I see fit. And I always said when I was growing up, this shit is wrong. I should not have to do the shit that I have to do or see the shit that I have to see.
Exactly. And it's the same thing with us. You're right.
Young man, it mentally put me somewhere to where, I dropped out of high school for like, certain, it's it just as well as I know it. I'm not from Philly, but I know that you come from that part of Philly. You feel what I'm saying? I'm from Washington, D.C., South Side. We got a hood everywhere, and I feel like every hood is down there.
It's all the same, brother.
It's the same thing. So I know what I'm saying. We all understand it. Like, we all been through that. But I'm mentally strong enough to know what's right and what's wrong.
Wrong. Exactly.
I know I got a choice, and I choose to stay on the righteous side. I fuck up at times, but I make sure at heart.
It's life, brother. This is the key, and I'm gonna help you out. I tell people this: we make choices, not mistakes in life. We make choices. And I know what's wrong, right? So when the brother George was talking to me, it's wrong to shoot your brother. It's wrong to tie your homie's mind. You know what I mean? Like, that shit is wrong. But circumstances put us in a certain place, bro. Like that, either like wise intelligence would say stuff like this. It's a choice you make, right? Who's not going to take $1,000 pack if you hungry to sell it? You hungry. If I give you $1,000 pack of crack, you're going to sell it. That's like me giving you $10,000 or $20,000. Come get some tissues, babe. Come here, Oz. Get a tissue. Here. So, say, daddy duties never stop. So, see how you can multitask this motherfucking. Come here, baby. Blow your nose. Oh, you got tissues. Here, blow it. Here.
Okay. Yeah, I was sitting up there talking to my neighbor of mine, sitting there with my neighbor, smoking my joint. And it's a white lady. She looked and she seen the books. She was like, "Oh, you like the Moors?" And so we started talking about conversation, and then she started talking about our people. She was like, I'm surprised you actually do that, because she was like, most people of color that I know, they don't read, they don't like to understand the Constitution or whatnot. And I was like, you got a point there. And I was watching you one day, and she was like, "Oh, he actually teaches the Constitution. He's doing a wonderful job." I was like, "Yeah, brother,
But
be
the
on
wonderful
point."
job is no pay. How about that part? How about everybody supporting pay? How about that part?
Exactly.
Yep. Crumb, you got something you want to share with me? Because I'm walking y'all through this because I want y'all to understand what this brother was telling me today. And it hit me. He said, your stories, brother, is real. This is real life stories. Like these niggas that you cheerlead, like he said, the fake people are the ones that get all the finances. The fake people. You see me in here every day multitasking with my daughter. Even my son will call me on my phone, or my other son will call. This is reality. And I'm still going. And
over 30 years.
It takes a lot to really do this, people. And it gets frustrating when people privately hit you up. And then it sounds like you bitter about it. And I'm like, I'm not bitter. It's just I'm burnt out. And this is what Hawthorne, matter of fact, Crumb said that to me. Didn't you say that to me on the phone, brother? What did you tell me on the phone about how you felt? You gotta unmute your mic.
Yeah, it's interesting because I was, I'm not gonna say the same situation because you're an elder or a big brother, but as I'm going down the road and just kind of looking at everything, I do feel like I'm walking in your footsteps, and I'm seeing the same things, which I think it's interesting that you even named the heavy is the crown. And for me, where I'm at, I'm like, oh, this is crazy where I'm at. So where you're at, I'm like, of course, heavy is the crown would be because at that level, this is what I'm feeling at this level. I'm seeing a little bit of it. I'm just looking through a keyhole. Your situation?
It's a heavy crown to carry, bro. And people don't understand it because you're not in my footsteps and you're not walking in my shoes. So I can understand what Crumb is going through. I understand that the conscious dudes use you. We named some names. Crumb and I was talking. We know who they are. Now, if Crumb choose to name them, that's on him. I hold things. There's things that I know about a lot of these conscious niggas that y'all don't know. A lot of them. I'm the one that brought Ali Muhammad out. Y'all don't even know that shit. I brought Ali Muhammad to Detroit, Michigan, nigga. I did all of these things, but if I talk about it, I'm bragging. No, I got the receipts. You want me to pull the videos out? I got it sitting right there. Are you state property? Oh, you didn't know? So the key to all of this, when I'm talking to my brother George, I'm like, damn, dude. You get to a point that you want to throw in the towel. It's like, well, you should mark. Everybody got a goddamn opinion about this. Let me keep it real with y'all. You know when niggas say, oh, you should market it different, Sabir. Oh, you should talk this way, Sabir. Niggas always got something that they want to say. Why don't you just do it? You know what Crumb said to me? Let me share that what this brother said to me. I don't even really know the brother, but I feel certain people's spirit. He said, Sabir, what do you can I do? What do you say? Something about editing videos up and doing something with videos. I said, sure, do it, brother. Go ahead. That's the type of person I am. I'm like, look, and then he said, I'll shoot it back to you and you tell me. Am I lying? That's what you said to me, Crumb? And this is the type of person that I am. Yeah, go ahead. Because it's the same thing with DJ Derek. Derek would actually watch this show. He would actually do a song. Those songs that you hear me playing, that's not me. I don't even call him to do that. He actually listens to me, dissect the songs. And this is the key. I want y'all to understand the business part of this. Y'all think it'd be Kevin Hart doing the stuff that Kevin Hart does. Kevin Hart is the face. Kevin Hart has thorough people with him. I know Kevin Hart's whole team. I know his whole team. They from Philly. I know Harry. Harry is the one that writes for freaking Kevin Hart. Y'all don't know that. Harry, the light-skinned dude. If you know, y'all probably say, nigga, who you talking about? He's the one that say, Harry.
Harry, one of the funniest niggas that be in the group.
He said, real rap. No lie. Harry
and
writes for Kevin Hart. And I used to talk to Harry. If I pull a video, I can show y'all what they look like. Y'all don't know these things. So y'all think it's Kevin. But you have to have people who would take your because everybody's not there. Some people are there for like execution. Like if you send it to me, I execute it. You follow me? That's the type of person I don't have a team. So when my brother just said to me, Crumb, he said, Sabir, can I take a video and put it together and then shoot it back to you and tell me what your thoughts are? I said, sure. Because I'm at a stage, brother, I have young children now. My responsibility is them. Because if it's not bringing no money into me, what the hell am I going to sit on here and keep talking for? But if you want to have a one-on-one, if you want to have a lecture on this, I'm open for that dialogue. Oh, I'm so open for it. I'm trying to find a picture where Harry's at. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find a picture. And Kevin is just basically the mouthpiece of all of it because he's the head, right? Most people don't understand that. So it's really Harry and a couple of other people that's with Kevin who actually do Kevin's writing for Kevin, right?
That nigga Spanky funny as shit. I'm
It's
not even
Spanky,
I'm not even shocked that you said that shit.
All of them from Philly though. But if you ever notice, Kevin Hart's camp is very, very tight. If you ever noticed that,
Mm-hmm.
don't see no one else inside Kevin Hart's camp. And I'm going to explain this, and I'm saying this to you, Crump, for a reason. Because people will come around you, brother, when you're doing something. You already know the conversation we had, right? Remember? So people will come around you because once everything is going good, that's when niggas come. When you're trying to strive and make it happen, them niggas are not around. They don't support it. They're not there. This is why you always hear me bring up Taj. You always hear me bring up Abdullah. And anytime I'm doing something, I'm going to bring Taj and Abdullah into this. You follow me? So people want to come when things are running smooth, but not when it's running hard. Right? And I never stop. So when I'm doing these things, brother, it's to encourage you to be very
I
careful.
don't want it easy.
Because you already know the dudes that came around you, bro, and promise you things. They in the conscious community, if y'all didn't notice or not, but y'all see them every day, and they have to create these sensationalism. Here you go. You want to see Harry? Here they go right there. This is before Kevin Hart even became big as what he was. That's Harry. That's Kevin. That's me. Kevin don't even dress like that anymore. Nigga, go look at it. Y'all don't understand. Kevin don't dress like that anymore. That was in New York. I ain't have no locks. Y'all don't get it. You don't know who I know. And why do I got a Malcolm X shirt on, nigga? I'm doing stuff on purpose. We all Philly dudes. So everybody has their journey. I know Kevin Hart's father. I know the nigga when he used to come by the crack. So the stuff that he's telling you is not a lie. It's the truth. It's the truth. I can tell you where his father used to come down from. Y'all don't get it? So marketing is everything. It's how you market. Are you follow me? So, but you got to tell the truth. And I was saying this to my brother George. One advice that Eddie Griffin gave me is that he said, when you come in and you begging for a position, right? And you switch up in the middle of it, that's when they can come and destroy you and take everything from you. Because now first, I never came in the door begging for anything. Never. I came in as Sabir. That's it. I'm coming just like this. Before there was a Tariq, before there was a Umar, before there was a Polite, before there was a young Pharaoh, before all of them, it was us. Duke of Tears, Abdullah, Hakeem Bey, Taj Tariq Bey. Yes, my dear. Don't go out. He's not out there. You can go ahead and check, but make sure you shut that screen door. This girl be chasing. I got a little like lizard on my porch, and she goes out there every day. She checks. She's been trying to catch.
Y'all got lizards out there? That's crazy.
Yeah, y'all got them in Florida. If you in Florida, them motherfuckers be like this, nigga. Like in Florida, They be all up in Florida though. When you can't even open up your door in Florida.
I'm in Detroit. I don't see lizards. I don't see gators. I'm in Detroit.
You in Detroit, bro? Nah, it's not happening. So yeah, we have them out here, and they have them in California, and in Florida.
Wow.
Also. Yeah. So she's always outside every day. He runs underneath the washing machine every time she comes outside. But no, but my thing, people. I know these people. I know what's going on. The people that I should be getting it from is y'all, the ones that come on his feed. Y'all that come on his feed is the one that should be supported. Yes. You saw his tail? Okay, you shut that scream over there. So this is what it is, people. But it's things like passing as white, we love. And again, the part that is missing is the civics part. We love the conversation of white supremacy, exposed videos, everybody doing an exposed video. How about doing an exposed video on your damn self? How about that part? Because I can do an exposed video on me. I can. Hey, Spear, you lay on the couch and look, Crumb, you should do a video like this. Hey, I'll be laying on the couch. Hey, this is the couch I'm laying on, nigga. What's up? Nigga be like, you sleep on the couch. Nigga, I sleep on the couch and the floor. But I got a bed, nigga. Ask my daughter. Niggas be saying some crazy stuff, man. Like, I be laughing at, and sometimes you be like, niggas gotta scratch your head. They almost convinced me that I really do that shit. Like, nigga, like, am I really like that motherfucker? So you should be reflecting on what you do, because you ask me, I'm gonna tell you. Oh, I get up in the morning. Yeah, I take my sea moss, my spirulina. This is you want to know? This is what yeah, sure. I get up in the morning. I take my bladder racks. Yeah, I get up in the morning. Yes, this is what I do. You want to know what I do? Yes, this is what I do. This is my life. Yes, I do. I get up. Yes. Here you go. This is what I do. Nigga, ain't nothing you can't hold over my head, bruh. So because of social media now, everybody makes up exposed videos to expose them people. How about exposing yourself? And this is why niggas hide behind social media, right? Because they want to be exposed. I'm out everywhere. And this is what my brother George was saying. Tell your story, bro. You are living it. You the key to what is going on out here. I can clear up a lot of stuff, big. But we don't have the people supporting it. You follow me? The real people. So don't call me, don't text me, don't try to think you can bait me into one of y'all fake debates. Put up money, whoever you think is that great, and then we can talk. But y'all can go right here and Zelle, PayPal, and Chime right now and support what I'm doing. I told y'all the Atlanta event, people, is going down, brother. So if you don't know anything about it, now you know. Support Heavy is the Crown and ATL at the theater. Chris is going to be a dope event. Let me just show you. This is the old Heavy is the Crown. That's a, this is the old Heavy is the Crown. Shout out to Chris, man. One more time. Let's do it again. So that's the old one, right? So the new one is in Atlanta on the 22nd. And again, we could do a lecture there. I want to come to Texas with my brother Crumb at, so we could do some filming on that motherfucking nigga. Hey, Crumb said, hey, what you say you was there from again? He said, how do you know so much about Texas? He said, what do you say? What do you say when I called you? I said I used to stay in Houston. But a lot of places, brother. So hold up. Let's do that. Look at that nose, though. Look at his nose. What's heavy? Look at this one. It has to be based on they know exactly who we are and they have to hide it from us. So you see the complexion of these people, man. It's the box of rock. Black Madonna, baby. Then again, some of them noses could be pointed. It could be pointed. Everybody was totally different. Facial features. So that's what it is, man. Know your history, man. Look at that nose, though. Look at his nose. everybody will try to get in there for free. So hopefully we get David Banner in there because David Banner is in there also. The film is going to be expensive. Yeah, thank you, sister. The 23rd, but I'm trying to get down there. It's going to cost me $1,400. My daughter and myself coming down that way. So yeah. So on the 23rd, baby. Let me put this back up here one more time for y'all. And we're working on Philadelphia too. You know what I would like to do? Also have it at what's that? This center down there in Houston, Texas. It's a center. My brother has a center down there in Houston, Texas. Shape. The Shape Center. My brother Deloitte, shout out to the elder Deloitte at the Shape Center. I'm gonna see if we can get it at the Shape Center too. But if y'all would like to support or help out, y'all can go do it right now. Not next week, not on Monday, not on Sunday. But even though you pass the plate on Sundays, y'all can go right now. It's at the Plaza Theater on the 23rd. Please don't try to inbox me to get a ticket. No, you pay your tickets, B. Pay it, okay? And then if you get me there, we can do a little lecture there after the fact. So please share this out to anybody that's in Atlanta. Okay, 23rd. I'll put the banner up here one time if y'all want to support. So let me say this. There was a video, brother, that was floating around about passing as white. I don't even know what this is. What niggas like to talk about. I don't know what this is, brother. It was called passing as white. I'm going to show y'all the crazy stuff black people love. Passing as white. Where's that video at? Give me 1 second. I couldn't believe I was watching this video. I said, this is what niggas watch? Hold up. This video right here. What the hell is passing as white? Let's go here for a second.
This is a racially ambiguous, mixed race, white passing woman. This is another white passing mix between black and white woman. Another example, white passing mixed woman. I hope that you're catching up with the trend here. Before I continue, here's the definition of the saying white passing. Feel free to stop this and read it if you need to. One more, black father, white mother, white passing mixed race man. This is Master Fard Muhammad, the founder of the Nation of Islam. He has a white mother and a black father, and he looks racially ambiguous, white passing mixed race man. Now, this is the only photo that we have of him. Therefore, it's a little challenging to see his features, but this is, in fact, a racially ambiguous, white passing man. And that was done for a reason. Hope this helps someone.
Crumb, you white passing, brother.
Racially ambiguous, mixed
this
race,
is still, yeah, sister, who cares, right?
Woman.
But this is the weird part. This is why I said the civics is what's missing in the foundational Black Americans. Y'all don't get this yet. Y'all don't get it. So let me help y'all out. If you read the book Nature Knows No Color Line, right, by J.A. Rogers. Let me pull this up. This is J.A. Rogers. Okay. German, right? We always mixed. This little girl looks like my daughter right there. Damn, she looked like my daughter Aja. Who's seen my daughter Aja before? She looked just like my daughter Aja. Just like her, right? She looked just like Aja. But look, if you read, let's blow this up. It's always been this way, but the kick to all of this, Negro, not black people, they were Negroes. Look what it says. The upper right, a Moroccan father. Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold. Do you see how important this is? The upper right of a Moroccan father in World War I. They were Negroes from Morocco, right? Is it making sense? So my daughter looked just like her. I looked at this picture when my daughter was born. I said, damn, dude. She looked just like my daughter. My daughter, first of all, her name is Aja Bey. She don't have a European name, nor do my sons have European names like y'all do. Their names are really that. So it's not about, it's about you dealing with your future generation, right? So that's in Nature Knows No Color Line by J.A. Rogers. So people look at people and say people are white. Like they would probably call Foxy Moon white. Crazy, right? Be with me. So how are they doing this?
I get that a lot.
You get that a lot?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's not black, she's white. She's not black. Nobody's black and nobody's white. But let me see if I can pull my sisters up for a second. Let me help y'all out, and we're gonna get into this white thing. So please, people, hit that smash button, hit that like button, and please support it. That's all I ask. These are my sisters. Want to see how crazy this is? These are my sisters right here, my real sisters, and I look like both of them. Bam. Ooh, damn. They're both of my sisters. Look at that. The dark brown to the light, and my sister's lighter than me. That one is lighter than me. Her hair looks like Master Farad Muhammad's hair. Well, you probably got white in your family, Sabir. That's my sisters, Foxy.
Mm-hmm.
They're my older sisters, both of them. This one is lighter than me, right? I bet y'all call my sister, she'll crack up laughing with this, right? Let me help them out. Let me show them my mom first. I'm gonna show my mom first. Rest in peace. This is my mother and my brother. My brother's over here. That's my mom. That's me with no locks. Had waves in my hair, bro. That's at my father's funeral. Oh, you thought my mama was white? No, she's a Negro. Oh, let me show you my father. You want to see my pop? What that nigga look like? Let's pull him up. Suave nigga. That's my mom. So here's my father right here. And I told you I can show you all my brothers. We all different shades. There go my pop right there. That nigga dark. Oh, y'all don't get it yet? I showed you my pop, showed you my mother, showed you my sisters. So which one? We are so colorblind on so many levels of this, B. We are so colorblind.
Now you know what, Brother Sabir, looking at your dad, see, because my mother's family is from Jamaica and Grenada, and my biological father's is from Cuba.
You breaking up.
So I get a lot of
breaking up.
It's
man.
funny because I get a lot of Dominicans that will act. Oh, can you hear me?
You breaking up, like you going in and out, sis. So
can you hear me now, Brother Sabir?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go out and come back in.
Okay. Go off and come back in and fix. You got to fix something. So my father, like, he could be from Cuba, Jamaica, wherever. That's from my father, right? No, but he was from here, born and raised right here, right? But he can pass from a Moroccan all the way down. So this whole color thing came later on. Even the term white was invented in the 1600s. Let me prove my point. Let me see if I can pull this up. The invention of white. Let me help y'all out. So y'all love this white and black thing. Or the white people, or the black people. This is white. So the concept of white. There it is, the 17th century. Oh, you can look it up for yourself. You ain't got to take Sabir words for nothing. Social construction. So here it is. Oh, really? It was invented. Ooh, damn. But we so caught up in the white and the black thing. So if white was invented, right? Then obviously black was invented. See how that works? If white was invented, then black was invented. But nobody wants to deal with reality. And that's the reality. But there was no white people and there was no black people. See how that works? So it was invented. And this is why I said dealing with our people means it's like they want to stay asleep. It was invented. That's all you're going to do, look it up. Educate the foundational Black Americans on these things. And just see if they're really about unity. It's not about unity, people. It's not about unity. So when people see people, they automatically think people are white, not understanding the history of it. So let's move forward. Remember, it was invented. Listen to this lady. If you want to deal with it, all of them come from you regardless. All of them come from you. Let's go here for a second.
Told this lady she was black. My mom and my daddy, because on a birth certificate, colored, St. Tammany Parish, baby. Father. If you look at the top where it says state of Louisiana, color or race. Age of father was 35, colored. Color race of mother, colored. What you mean, baby? What's the problem? Don't get me started. I was already done with this and I'm having a good time.
This is the crazy part.
Living my life and not having an answer to people like you. That's so fucking ignorant that you don't think.
Damn.
So yes, both my parents are black. And I just turned out to be high yellow. Who?
And this is the crazy. How are they basing it? Are they basing these things? And I want your opinion too, my brother Crumb. Well, how are they basing it? Is it on a complexion, facial features? How are they doing it? How are they basing this on? I'm just asking, because y'all love the black and white game, but these cats ain't teaching. I told you the civics part is what's missing. What are they basing on? Because I haven't, where I grew up at, a white person is blonde hair, blue eyes, nigga. Y'all know that's what they look like, right? But if you know the history of them, they still come from you. They still come from you, no matter which way you look at it. I can take you to the Caucasus Mountains. Foxy, you're back, right? So the wild part is what my brother George was talking about is the sensation is what we love. Those shows. This is why you don't see Sabir Bay on them shows. You don't see me on them shows because I'm going to make sense out of all of this. I was watching this movie last night. And it took me a long time to get through this movie. There's a movie with Will Smith. You can continue your thoughts, my sister, also.
I just want to make sure if my mic is good now.
Your mic is good now.
Okay. Yeah, no, I wanted to just chime back in about your dad and like looking at him, he would look like he was somebody. He actually he is, all due respect, but he would look like somebody from the islands.
Yes, he is. Yeah, that's true.
Right, because you know, because we in New York City, there's a melting pot of a lot of Caribbean people, and so it's a admixture, especially when the white pale Europeans came over into the islands in the West Indies. So I get mainly like when like a lot of Latin men will ask me where I'm from, and I tell them here, and they're like, "Oh no, you're not. You where you what island? Like where?" And I tell them my mom's from Jamaica and my father's from Cuba. They're like, "Oh no, your mom's not Jamaican. No way, no way." My mother's a little about your complexion, brother Sabir, maybe just a shade, maybe a shade like your sister's complexion. And they can't believe it. But my mother, if you look at her, she's phenotypically a Negro woman. But they look at me and they're like, And my mom, they used to think that my mom was the nanny when I was a baby. They would think that she was my nanny. So yeah, I think people look at the complexion of the skin, and then that's how they classify you as, oh, well, you're passing for white, which nobody ever did in my family because they weren't.
The conversation should be, what is a white person? You follow me? That's the conversation that
can we pass for black? Can we pass for black then?
Because honestly, they all come from you. They get older, they start getting them spots on their back. It's called melanin. That's what them brown spots are, is melanin. So this is why I said we'll fight amongst each other, but we'll never fight against these Europeans. I was watching a movie, and it took me a long time. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm still watching it. This movie with Will Smith. The reason why I don't watch these types of movies because it's always about slavery. I swear to God, it's always about slavery. I don't know if y'all saw this on Apple TV, but I was watching this last night, and it's taken me forever to watch this movie. It's 2 hours. It's only 2 hours, but it's been taking me forever to watch this. And I'm like, did you see this movie, Sister Crumb? Did you see this movie? Did you ever see this movie Same Day?
No, sir.
Okay, so let me give y'all the breakdown.
No, I never seen that. Emancipation, yeah, that just came out, right?
Yeah, about a year ago. It probably longer than that. But the weird part was, y'all can look it up and see what year it came out. It's on Apple TV. It's a whole scene in there. I could pull up my Apple and tell you when it came out. So it took me that long to look at this movie, and I fell asleep on it again last night because I don't like slave movies. Then I thought about it for a minute. The same thing I told you about FBA, right? I said FBAs are Moors regardless. They're Moors. Period. Let me see. It came out in 2022. That's when it came out, 2022. So it took me this long. It took me this long to watch this whole movie, right? I swear to God, I'm still picking through it, right? So as I'm sitting there, so I'm gonna tell you this, it was about a guy named Peter. Remember the dude that the picture they show you with the dude with the whips on his back, the slave, and he's turned around? The guy that got all the marks on his back?
Yes.
That's who he's supposed to be playing in the movie, right? So in the movie, there's a scene, and he ran away. Like Foundation of Black Americans say, he fled. You know, Foundation Black Americans, nigga, you fled. You fled. All you niggas fled. You fled from the south to the north. Niggas fled from South Carolina, North Carolina to California. You fled. That's what fled means. You fled something that was being harmful to you. Teach the foundational Black Americans that part. Tariq fled from where he was at. I'm gonna say this again. Tariq Nasheed fled. I know you scared Same Day to say this to them. I got it. I'm not knocking you, but I know you're scared. You don't.
I was just thinking about that and smiling, like, I fled then, because I used to live in Detroit, now I live in the suburbs, so I guess I fled.
You just fled, right? We all do that, but y'all make it seem like a fled thing is something that's bad. No, people flee from being harmed. People flee. So when you see somebody fleeing a country, because you ain't got bombs dropped on you, you ain't getting killed in the street every day. You fled to a safe zone that the white man made for you. See how that works? So,
and they still ostracize you when you're in their neighborhood.
And this is why you don't want to have Sabir in the room, because Sabir going to break that down. See how that works? This is why I'm kind of tell you Same Day, you don't want me in the room with Tariq, because I'm going to say that. Fled. So as I'm watching the movie, right? There's a scene in the movie. Go back and watch it, y'all. You may have to pay for Apple, but I have Apple. So I'm watching it, and I could play the movie for y'all, but they might block it, but y'all should go watch it yourself. So let me explain this to you. First, number one, the word emancipate means set free. That's what emancipate means. Or it can mean to transfer over. Two different ways. Transfer or set free. Because Emancipation Proclamation, number one, the definition of it needs to be set free and proclaim. Set free and proclaim. Black people never proclaimed who they are. But when Noble Drew Ali was coming, Noble Drew Ali in 1920 said, proclaim your name and nationality. And it's not black. I'm going to explain this to y'all one more time. Noble Drew Ali said, if it's not one thing you should do, is to proclaim your free national name. And it's not Negro, black, and colored. He wasn't talking about Khalid. He wasn't talking about Johnson. He said, proclaim your free national name. That's what Noble Drew Ali said. Not Khalid, not Tariq, not Sabir. He said, proclaim your free national name. But people who know this, that looks like you and I, brothers, Same Day, you want to know why the Moors fell? It's because the same people that was back then is here today that is blocking. That's how simple this is. The same motherfreakers, bro. So you want to know why the Moors fell? And these niggas over here talking about they foundation and they still Moors? It's because of people like that. Because the civics part is not there and they don't know the history. You follow me? So that's what Noble Drew Ali is telling our people. So when you watch this movie, there's a scene in the movie. He was running through the creeks, but none of these niggas are actually walk through the creeks like that. None of them. So he gets into the recruiting part, right? He came upon these army, right? He goes in front of the dude and he stands there. And this girl be having a field day. So he stands in front of the dude, right? And the dude asked him, he said, what's your age? He said, I don't know. He said, "Give me one." The European dude, you know, the union, whatever they were the union, right? He said, "Give me any, just give me any age." And Will Smith says, "You give me an age." They didn't even know how old they was, bro. This is like how these niggas gonna go back to their records, don't even know that. So he goes in the movie and he says, Will Smith says to the dude, "You give me an age." I think he said 45 or something like that in the movie. He said 40 something. And I was like, he gave him an age, right? He writes it down. Then he said, "Where are you from?" He said, "Where you from?" He said, "Haiti." I said, "Nigga, did he say Haiti?" Now the Foundation Americans don't talk about that. I'm gonna pull a part up what he said. Watch this. There's a part in this movie when he says this. Give me 1 second. And if you go back, and it always with the subtitles, right? It's funny as hell, right? Hold up. Let me find that part where he said Haiti at. He said, "Are you the Negro that ran?" or something like that. Give me 1 second. Yo, it was funny. I told you I pick up little things in movies, right? I said, did he just say that? Matter of fact, he said he's from Haiti. He said, "Where are your parents from?" He said, "They from Haiti." Right? I said, "What?" But these foundational Black Americans say we're not people from the Caribbean. That's what they say. We ain't got nothing to do with that. Hold on, give me 1 second. See if I can find it. Governed by this here will. You work in a farm. Oh, I didn't put that one up there. Damn, I thought I could play the movie though. But it's a scene in the movie. He asked him that question. He said, "Well, where are your parents from?" He said, "My parents from Haiti." I said, "Really?" So they never called them Black. They were Negroes. So this is what one party said. He told him he can work on he said, "You'll work on one of the federal farms." Now, Bill, I'm putting this movie together so y'all can get this. Now, pay attention. This is the subtitles. Give me 1 second. Y'all don't even know what that is. Look what it says. He said, "You'll work on one of the federal farms." I'm explaining this part in the movie. So in the movie, it was the federal government. Remember, who brought in the National Guards back in the 60s when the kids had to go to school? Who brought them in? Was it the state or the federal?
Federal.
Thank you. So all you Black people are federal subjects. Foundational Black Americans are federal subjects. Foundational Black Americans, or anybody that's claiming to be Black, are subject to the jurisdiction of the federal government. This is why when you watch that movie, go back and watch the movie. He said either you can go fight the war, that's what he gave Will Smith, the ultimatum, or you can go work on the farm, the federal farm, right? So he said, "I'm not fighting for nothing." This is what Will said. And the dude told Will Smith in the movie, "You're weak. You're not fit for the fight." This is what he said. He said, "They tried to break me." This is what, go watch that movie, Emancipation. He said they tried to break me. And as I'm watching the movie last night, I said, "Man, that sounds like Hurricane Carter." Remember the scene in Hurricane Carter? Hurricane Carter said, "You didn't make me, so you can't break me." And they broke most of these conscious niggas, and that's what's happened. So I'm watching the movie Emancipation. I'm like, nigga, is he really saying all? I'm looking at Will Smith. I'm like, this nigga got into character. That movie was crazy. So I'm sitting in like, niggas don't understand what is happening. Black people are federal subjects. This is why when you read the Constitution, this here thing, it says all persons born or naturalized is subject to the jurisdiction thereof. They're federal subjects, right? So I'm watching it. One, he had to go to war, or he had to actually work on a farm as an indentured servant. Now he fled. Let me show you some more. Now, this is in the movie, right there where he says it. This is the subtitle, right? And give me 1 second. This is the subtitle. And I'm reading, I said, yo, this is crazy. But they never use the word Black. So let me show you another one. This is another one. So when I said fled, this is what the dude said to him. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull this one up too. Go watch the movie. It's amazing, dude. I listen, I ain't even get through the whole movie. I was told you since it came out, I've been watching it. Is this the Negro here that was running from Clinton? All this is in the movie. He never said Black. So that means he fled. He was fleeing. And I said he never used the word Black. I said, okay, let's go forward. It's more in here. And I was capturing all the titles, B, all the subtitles of the movie. emancipation, right? But when you go and look up birth certificates, let me show y'all what it is. Y'all ready? This is my sister's. I wasn't born, but this is my sister that passed away at crib birth. This is my sister, Gail. DOA. That's what it means. Dead on arrival. That was my sister, Gail. I want you to see what her birth record says. A death record also says. You see what that says, sis? It says what? It says colored, right?
Colored.
Okay. Let me show you another one, which they don't tell y'all these things. Let's give you another one. You want to see more? Let's go to another death record. And then tell me if y'all says black. Let's go here. What did it say right here? Color or race? More. This is in 1842. Somebody talk to me. Age 76.
Wow.
Death records 1861, 1933. Right? Let's go forward. Let's give you another one. Let me know if it's making sense yet. So when you go back and watch that movie, you're going to start seeing a lot of things. This one says, this was my great-great-grandfather's. This Williamsport, right? Age 69. Let's go down to where it says the race at. Color of race, Negro. Is it making sense yet? So, Negro, right? So these cats that get on these feeds don't show y'all none of this, but they, oh brother, we're not this, brother. We know, but we foundational Black Americans. No, brother, they still Moors. But let me help y'all out. Let me help y'all out. When you do real research, Moors or Mori, a dark race living in northern part of Africa. See Africa races or Africa. Prehistoric and modern. Their name is derived from the ancient Mauritania or Mori. Civics, people. Civics. It doesn't matter where you at on this planet, you still a Moor, whether you from the Caribbean or not. So when you ask these dudes to show their evidence, where's their proof at? Where's it at instead of people just talking? Now I can pull out all this information. I got the books if you want me to pull them out. Definitely could do that. Shout out to my brother King Simon. Don't keep trying to get something from free with me, baby. Okay? You can support it. Because I can lay out everything to you to make it all make sense. So when you watch that movie, Black folks were this right here. Federal subjects. This is why the civic side is not being told to y'all. There it is. Federal citizenship. Right there. Federal citizenship. Did y'all know that Black folks under the 14th Amendment are federal subjects? Federal citizenship. The rights and obligations by the reason of being a citizen of the United States. It didn't say America. It said United States. It's geographical. Geographical. So follow me because you're getting free game if you could pay attention. A citizen of the United States, wherever he resides, 14th Amendment. 14th Amendment. Right? People don't even know there's federal citizenship. So when you watch the movie, when they won the war and went through hell, they had to be subject to the federal government. They have no obligation to Black people in the states to do what they're doing. You don't even know who you are. You take your freedom back. So let me move down further to show you something. Let me show you where it would tell you about federal subjects or aliens in the 14th Amendment. Where are you? Where art thou? Yeah, where is it? It'll tell you an alien is a person within the meaning of the due process clause of the 14th Amendment. That's what an alien is. Please tell me I put it up here. Here you go. So pay attention, okay? I'm only an hour and 33 minutes in. Y'all only got a couple more minutes with me. Alien. A foreign-born person who has not qualified as a citizen of the country. Black people haven't. But an alien is a person within the meaning of the due process clause of the U.S. Constitution. That's alien. Ask these black people what amendment make them citizens. You're a federal subject. Let's go to another one in the law dictionary. See if I can clarify this, okay? Alien, a person within the meaning of the due process clause of the 14th Amendment. Is it clicking yet? This is what I mean, same day. They're not teaching the civics part. This is the civics is what they're missing. So all the foundational Black Americans, they're Moors, period. But you reject it. You've been conditioned to reject the truth because it don't bring money in. There is no money in the truth.
Mm.
That's what's going on.
So you claiming us now, Sabir? You claiming the family?
Claiming
Want
what
me to go
family?
back and tell them that because if FBAs is the Moors, then that's what you are.
That's what we are. No
But you
doubt.
claim-
Noble Drew Ali,
you-
this
you
ain't nothing
claim
new.
it.
No, Noble Drew Ali been telling you this. This ain't nothing new that I'm bringing. I'm just telling you what Noble Drew Ali been talking about. He's been telling you that.
I understand. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, dog, man, that's mind blowing, you know.
Yeah, but I'm not. This is why you don't see them showing you nothing, bruh. They can't show you nothing. You never seen Foundational. You never seen Tariq Nasheed show you anything to this. Nothing. But division, corporate citizenship. Look at it again. Pay attention, people. Corporate citizen status in the state of incorporated through a foreign corporation is not a citizen for the purpose of the privilege and immunity clauses of the U.S. Constitution. But if you study law, the 14th Amendment can be also corporate citizenship too. That's why they say all persons born or naturalized is subject to. The preamble does not say subject to anything. Not in this Constitution, not in this Constitution. This is the state, this is the federal. This is the state, this is the federal. This is the state, this is the federal. You won't find it in here. You won't find it in this Constitution. You won't find it in this Constitution. You're not going to find it in none of it. You're not going to find it in this Constitution. Power is in the people. And this is why they don't teach sovereignty. Now everybody's talking about sovereignty. Sovereignty is rooted in your birthright. Sovereignty is rooted in your birthright. This is why in the law dictionary, there's a term called sovereign people, not sovereign citizens. Sovereign people is the political body consisting of the entire number of citizens and qualified electors who in their collective capacity possesses the power of sovereignty and exercise them through their chosen representative. This is why it says C. Scott versus Sanford. How many of y'all have the Dred Scott case? I'm going to quote this one more time. Sovereign people is the political body consisting of the entire number of citizens and qualified electors who in their collective capacity possesses the power of sovereignty and exercise them through their chosen representative. C. Scott versus Sanford. If you never read the Dred Scott case, sit your ass down somewhere and read. This is the book that I saw when I was in DC. And I actually got the book. This is about the Dred Scott decision. Right? That's the Dred Scott. And I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you the price of the book when I was in there. Niggas over here talking and you never did no research. This book is $3,000, but I can get it to you for cheaper. So don't come to me with half stories, bro, because I can kill it. $3,000 for that book. $3,000. Well, brother, we ain't got nothing to do with that. Niggas always cop out and say stuff like that because you know why? You don't want to do the painstaking research, as Carter G. Woodson said. $3,000. This I'm gonna show you the case. And every attorney studies this case. Here's the case right here. And I'm gonna show you the book. This is the case right here. This is the lawyer's edition, not Sabir Bey's edition. So every last one of you foundational black people, try me. Trust me, you better research the hell out of me first. Okay? Research me, because I guarantee you, whoever's saying it's foundational and ain't teaching you this, they're misleading you. This is the lawyer's edition of the book. I mean, the case. That's the case right there. So let me show you the book that I do have also, if y'all would like to get the book. Here's the case, right? This is the whole book. It's 534 pages. If you would like the book, you can definitely email me. Y'all not about, this is why I said people are not about the truth, baby. It's not about the truth. You're not trying to talk about this. You don't want this, because it's what my brother was saying. Once you get this information, you're going to have to be held responsible. And black people don't want to be responsible. They don't want to be responsible, brother.
They don't want to be held accountable.
Accountable, responsible, none of that. Period. Truth is truth. And this is what my brother was saying earlier about the passion. That's what he was talking about. It's the passion in it. He felt passionate about it, but y'all don't feel passionate enough. That's why he was saying it. Oh, I'll play his video one more time for y'all, for the latecomers that came on the feed.
Yeah, you know what? Big up to Brother George Macon, because I've been subscribed to him for about as long as I've been with you, for about 2-3 years. And he is definitely on point. And
Here you go, right here on the phone. He on the phone. Here you go. She's talking about you, George.
Yeah, he know Foxy Moon. Peace, Brother George.
Hey, peace.
I just played your video and talk about how you said you was passionate about what you were doing. I played your whole video. It was so funny. You know.
Yeah.
Are you?
Oh yeah. Wait, what you say?
No, I said
I'm on the highway. Go ahead. What you want to say?
No, I said I was telling them how you said you was passionate about it, and how real people don't get the support, but you got to make up the lies and the silly stuff.
Yeah. Well, the black people say that they want to change the community and they want to be focused more on the positivity, but when you give it to them, they act like it's a virus. They run away from the positivity. And I used to be upset, but being online for so long, I figured it out that that's what people want, but they're not willing to make the changes that's necessary in order to get the things that they want. So when you put out positivity, they're going to run away from that because it requires you to change. It requires you to be nice to each other. It requires you to take inventory of yourself. Most people that's working on themselves is not online saying there's no good black men or all black women ain't nothing, because they're taking inventory of themselves and they reevaluating what they thought was sexy or what they thought was decent. They're making changes as to what they're bringing into their life. And a lot of our people ain't willing to do that.
Nope.
So we get online and just complain, but there's never any type of resolution or any type of healing that comes with it. So when you see like these fake relationship gurus, they online for years, but nobody's getting delivered, nobody's getting healed or fixed from it, because the spirit of deliverance is not in it, because they're not living what they talking. They're enemy to their own message. And the crazy thing is, people know it, but they just watching it to be entertained. When the real married people come on, that can show that they're successful, after everybody start going out the room. Oh man, here they come.
And that's what I was saying though. I told you inspired me, brother, because I was listening to you. What I was telling you earlier, I was burning my daughter pancakes. I'm trying to get my daughter up, and I'm like, I'm listening to you. And I'm like, you telling me, yo, brother, you got experience, Sabir. You've been around the world. You've been where we from. And I'm like, I can utilize all of these things. I'm like, and I'm not even, and the weird part, I'm not an enemy of nobody. And this brother tell you, we came from the same streets. I'm not an enemy of none of these niggas, not even on a level of me hating them or being an enemy to them. Like that, now they may be an enemy of me, but I'm not an enemy of none of these cats.
We just got to get to a point where we got to find that niche or that audience of people that's willing to listen, that's ready, not willing, but that's ready to listen. Because our communities, there's a lot of good black people. Don't get me wrong. But in a lot of our communities that's predominantly black, we have a lot of issues in our communities.
We do.
So when I came to YouTube, the first 7 years of my content was all about the black family, everything. And I could only get the 4,000 subs. That my Street Media TV channel got the 40,000 subs in the last 7 months because I started doing the celebrity gossip trash.
And he told me that. He said, Foxy, he said, I started a celebrity gossip and I started to do that. And what did I tell you? I said, it's hard for me, but I'm going to try it. It's like, it's hard because Carter G. Woodson said this. Carter G. Woodson said, I don't know if y'all ever read The Miseducation of the Negro.
Yeah, I read it.
You read it, right? He said gossiping and whoremongering is what Negroes love. This is what he said. If you read the Miseducation of the Negro, he said gossiping and whoremongering is what he said Negroes love. That's what he said.
And you gotta remember though, and the allegory text of the Bible, because we know it's not real, but it's given an instruction, right? Christ walked with the backslider. He walked outside in the ghetto. He was in the alleyway.
Yep.
He was on the block.
He was with the pimps and the prostitutes. That's where he was at.
And that's why I'm still with the people. And this is what he gave me. He broke something down to me talking about if I come to South Philly and I'm with such and such, I'm gonna come see you because you the one got the what you say, the driver's seat or something. What did you say, bro?
We used like I was giving a narrative about the FBA, right? If black people want to self-identify as something now, right? Okay, cool. Y'all finally want to self-identify. Some groups saying that they Indian, some groups saying that we no longer African Americans. We're not African, we're foundational Black Americans. We was here from the start. All right, fine. Whether you agree or disagree, what they've done is open up a door for you. Because it don't matter, because we all Moors anyway. So it don't matter what they are. What they've done is open up a door for you to teach civics. Okay, if you say you FBA, let me show you how to get federal protections based off the law. See? That's all you gotta do. You ain't gotta do nothing else. And your channel won't explode. Because you can literally make titles, here's how we get protection, or here's how we get rid. And now the teachings that you did that people didn't see, they're going to see it now.
Yep.
Okay, all you're doing is going into the island and catering to where their mindsets are. You got to come down to where they at. And if they say they FBA, okay, cool, you FBA. All right, shout out to my FBA. Get FBA brothers hugs and kisses on the cheek and give them the information. That's it.
Yep. And that's all you can do. And this is what I love about the most honorable minister, Louis Farrakhan. Farrakhan never raised his voice. Noble Drew Ali never raised his voice. Marcus Garvey never raised it. They always gave the people what it was. And this is what when he said this to me earlier, I'm like, he's right. He said, do you think that they was doing the stuff that we were doing? No, they was teaching the people. And this is what Carter G. Woodson was doing right there. He was teaching. But when Carter G. Woodson woke up, they blackballed Carter G. Woodson. People don't even know they blackballed him. Right?
They blackballed Martin. They blackballed Martin Delaney and put Frederick Douglass out in front.
Yep.
Because he was telling them, don't do it that way. No, we need black nationalism, but we need our own, and we need our own laws and our systems set up based off our protection.
Yep.
They blackballed them.
They blackball anybody that's bringing the truth. But if you don't study history, if you don't go back into history to find out, this is why I said, when you study that book, it's a book called Tales of the Alhambra Told to Children. And it talks about how we fought amongst each other. Now we have social media fighting amongst one another. This is why I said you never can find a video of me dogging out Tariq. You never find a video of me dogging out Umar Johnson. You will hear me tell the truth about what they're doing is wrong, but you never hear me calling them tethers. I don't do stuff like that.
That's why I told you as your brother, from what you teach it, we're all Moors. It don't even make no sense to even debate them. All you got to do, it don't matter what they call themselves, because see, what you teach, we're all Moors anyway, right? And there's Yoruba Moors, there's Moors in Papua New Guinea, there's Moors all over the planet that call themselves under different, whatever they call themselves, right? Based off the teachings. All you got to do is give the Black Americans, if they want to call themselves FBA now, the civics.
The civics
you call yourself FBA? Let me give you the science as to how you, because I think what happens is my initial reaction to knowledge came from the Nation of Islam, right?
Yep.
But they never asked me to be in the nation. They just gave me the knowledge, right?
That's it.
What I get from you is the civics part. So it's just like you come in and you tell me, you're not telling me not to be in the nation. Brother, listen, be in the nation all you want, but let me give you the civics. That's where you come in. The door's open for you. You got the floor now. You ain't got to come in and debate nobody. You ain't got to come in and tell them they're not FBA. Just tell them if you say you FBA, you want to get reparations. Well, this is the first step, first and 3 steps of what you need to get. This is the civics. That's all.
That's it. And this is what I tell people. See, we came out of Philly, which y'all don't know nothing about Philly in the Nation of Islam. We came out of Philly when we know about the first resurrections. Y'all don't understand this. There's a total difference. We had the strongest mosque number 12 in Philly. And what he said, we all
they're the one in Newark.
In Newark, right? It was different. They were killers, straight up. And what we came out of that growing up, even though, like my brother said, we weren't, we wasn't doing that, but you see, it's our environment. But what happened, Elijah Muhammad said, you don't condemn the dirty glass of water. You sit the clean one up beside the dirty glass.
That's it. That's it.
You don't
And
condemn.
that's it. And that's your way. That's your way when you go out. You don't have to tell them that they're not FBA. You don't even have to debate with them.
Nope.
Go put your arm around and give them a kiss. Because I'm gonna tell you something, right? Regardless of what people think, if Black Americans is finally starting to separate themselves and name and claim themselves as something that they want, let them do it.
Listen.
Let them do it. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Just give them the mathematics and science as to how to get power.
Exactly. Let me share this with you. Now, I'm going to put this person to the task. Come on the feed. This person said, "That's a cap. You dogged everybody every day. So give me some names who I dogged. Let me know." And I'm gonna be real with you. I'm a real dude. I'm a realist. Give me somebody that I dogged, and let me see if I can explain it to you like I'm talking to my 6-year-old daughter. If you can find a video right now, Crumb does a lot of research too. Crumb, go find a video that I dogged somebody. They don't know what dog mean. I mean, we know how to dog a nigga. Trust me. We dog a nigga. Step on you.
They think when you call them up for debates that you dog.
No, that's not dogging a nigga. That's putting the clean glass up against the dirty glass to jaw you like.
And that's all I'm saying to the people we live, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying to the people in the audience. We at a place now where it's like with what you've been doing for so long, you don't even have to debate.
Nope.
Because what they did was they created the template for you. If Black Americans are saying, "Hey, we have our own culture, our own lineage, right? We're not people of color. Like you're not going to keep doing that. We're FBA. We're foundational Black Americans. We're here from the start, right? Okay, that's when you walk in the room and say, all right, well, y'all say y'all want reparation, you want this. Let me show you how to get it. This is what they didn't tell you. So now it's your time to shine. You ain't even got to argue.
Nope. So this is the key. See, people don't understand history. And like my brother said, I traveled the world, right? Let me tell you something. How many of y'all know who this guy is right here? Sir Richard Burton.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who he is? Anybody know who Richard Burton is? I'm gonna give y'all his. I really only supposed to be on here for like an hour. So I was waiting for you to come on the feed. That's what I know you was out, but
yeah, I can get home. I'm on my way home from the water park. I can get home yet.
Do anybody know? His name is right there.
Hold on one second. I'm gonna click over real fast. I'm gonna click back.
Sir Richard Burton. Much Negro strands also came into Greece and Turkey. Look at this, through Arabia. But how many people know who this man is right there, Sir Richard Burton? Guess what book this is in, my sister? It's a Nature Knows No Color line, and on page 117. Now, bear with me. I'm waiting. I want y'all to do the timestamp on this time, okay? It is actually, today is, what's the day's date today? The 18th, right? 18th, 2025. I'm waiting for him to come on.
17, hold on.
Y'all know do they know who that is? Okay, so let me introduce y'all, and I want y'all to go back to this video so y'all can understand who that man is, okay? I'm going to show you who that guy is, Richard Burton. Okay? And watch somebody steal this content, so bear with me. Huh? Page 117.
On page 117? Okay.
It's up in the corner. So let me show you who this man is. I found this when I was in Spain. I was in the University of Barcelona. There you go, right there. Sir Richard Burton. Explorer in 19th century. He laid the groundwork for the racist attitudes towards the African. Who is the study of the Negro. That's not in, you won't find that online. That's what you won't find online. But you have to go to these buildings in these other countries. That's him right there. Sir Richard Burton. Wow. So he infiltrated a lot of things. Let me show you him again. You want to see him again? Here it is on Fantasy Island. Hold up. Remember that TV series, Fantasy Island?
Mm-hmm.
There you go, right there.
Playing.
See him in the picture? There you go in the picture right there. If you don't travel these places, you would never know these are people that they're talking about. There you go. They put him up there.
I think all Moors around the country that's been teaching what you guys been teaching right now, if they're smart, because see, the thing is this, you don't have to like Tariq Nasheed. Nope. You don't have to agree with him. But this is the thing. For a long time, Black Americans have been getting taken advantage of based off the things our grandparents fought for, because they took what our grandparents fought for and gave it to everybody else and made them protected classes, gave them rights, and put us at the bottom. So now, if Black Americans are saying, yo, we separating from that. We're not letting y'all put us on paper like that. We are a distinct group. We're not people of color. We're over here. Those people of color over here. That's where y'all walk in the room now and say, well, we've been waiting for y'all to do that.
Exactly. Exactly.
So they open up the doors for y'all now, because people will say, well, when the Moors going to do something, I will always hear some of the Moors say, well, we can't do it without y'all, right? We got to get y'all on board. Well, it's the thing. If the people, that lineage here in America is saying they're separating, they open up the door for y'all to walk right in there.
But some people don't want us to walk in, brother, and because it doesn't fit. I got it. I got you. They don't fit their narrative, but I got you. But that's why I said the James Brown thing. Open the door. I get it myself. So this is another part of history right here where it talks about the Moors that was baptized. So when you watch that movie Emancipation, so my father was a Baptist. My mom was a Baptist. My father was a Catholic. That's how we became Catholics. So they had to baptize. When you watch that movie Emancipation, you would see the nuns walking around there in that movie. But they said they had to place all unbaptized Moors. If you was unbaptized, they placed you somewhere else. This is all history, bruh. Because you got to go back. This is why when you watch that movie, I can't believe it's still on Netflix. Queen Charlotte.
Can you say this thing to the people? Tell them you don't have to be a Muslim to be a Moor. You're
Oh,
a
no.
Moor by
Birthright.
being. Go ahead. By birthright, right? So there's Moors everywhere. So that's what I'm saying. Like, what happens is, I'm gonna tell you. When you guys walk in the room and you guys can bring remedy to so-called Black folks and their issues with the teachings that y'all teach, that's when it's going to shine light. It's going to shine light, because if they're saying we FBA, and you can go and say, well, listen, you self-identify now, separating yourself. Now let me show you how to get the federal government to enforce what you need. When y'all can come in with the teachings and do that, it's over for them. It's over for the other people that oppose you.
Yep.
It's time with what July Lee said. It's time to put the teachers into work, show and prove all things. That's what it's time to do now.
Yep. Hold on a second. I'm trying to pull something up. Queen Charlotte, in that movie, Queen Charlotte, it talks about it in the movie. About her being they called her the Moor. They said, the movie Queen Charlotte. They said she's brown.
Queen was like, she's got more blood.
Yeah.
They got cartoons where they call us the Moor. When you had your dark skin, them old cartoons, the depiction of the dark skin was called a Moor.
Even the story, Popeye and Brutus was based on that.
She implied more.
Yeah, she said
Again,
more
she
again.
said
She said, but she's brown skin. She's
white.
She said it twice in there. In the movie.
That's all I'm saying. I think that the creator sometimes does things in seasons, and and this is my belief, and I could be wrong, but I got a strong feeling.
Brutus was a Moor.
Yeah, Brutus was a Moor.
Yeah, yes, that's why I brought it up in the depiction of the cartoons. But this is the season now for a lot of you guys to come in with the civics, because see, people that you might think is your nemesis sometimes help you. They open up a door to get so-called black people to wake up and separate themselves. Now you can walk in and tell them, okay, since you decide to separate yourself, let me show you what you need to be doing now.
Yeah.
That's all.
So here she go right here's Queen Charlotte. I'm gonna pull her up, and it was so funny. Like when you go to the movie, she was called a mulatto too. But here she go right here. If you Google her, it's a lot of stuff about her too. Here she go. Right, about they got married to do a trade deal. That's what happened.
Oh, Queen Charlotte, yeah.
Right. So here she go again. Like when you go into history, bro, it's so much about her. You didn't say that dark a Moor. Yes, she was a dark Moor. They called her a Moor. She says she's dark. She says she's very brown. They said she's very brown.
There's a lot of black Europeans at that time that was nobility that were Moors. I'm not home. I don't have my books in front of me, but there was a lot of them that was black nobility in Europe, coming out of Europe that was called Moors.
Yeah, this is it right there. It's online.
Yeah, absolutely. Isabel Aragon was a Moor. They don't talk about that. With Ferdinand, the Queen of Spain,
So this is her,
Queen Aragon.
And this is
She's
another
a
one.
Moor.
Yeah, they are. So people be wanting you to do everything, but you can't do it without no finances. I'm gonna be real with you. You can't. I can get around it. If I had a budget, I'll go to every state and do something and help people. But this is another
You know what? You know what has to happen on a local level, right? People, think tanks in black cities like Baltimore, DC, Philadelphia. Well, not DC per se, because that's like just a federal thing itself. But Baltimore, Philadelphia, places like that. We need to see things on a small level work. Like some of the stuff that the Moors teach, we need to go and say, well, look, do this part first, and then come back and file this, and then come back and talk to me. People need to see things happen on a level, right? Where they can see them matriculate. Because I'm gonna tell you the thing: when you get young people or people even from the church come out and start saying, "Hey, I talked to the Moors and this worked," but the Moors got to come out now, whereas though like on a local level and say, "Yo, do it this way." You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And let it grow from there. That's what's going to have to happen. They got to come out. They got to come out. They got to come out of them temples. They got to come out. Come onto the block and show people how to write shit and send it off, and where they can say, you know what, such and such told me to do this, and now we got this done. Because under the Democratic and Republican Party for so-called Black Americans, it's been a failure. It's been a colossal failure, and that's why you see Black people running without a head, because they don't really know they don't really have a remedy to solve their own problems in our communities we come from. That's why it looked like the way it looked. So I tell the Moors all the time, if you guys got the blueprint, you got to come on a local level and show it.
I've been trying to do it, brother. Like I said before you got on this feed, I have responsibilities now, and I have younger ones, and my whole responsibility life right now is about my children. I was telling a sister, and I'm over my time, but I was telling a sister earlier, she asked me something about trust, but I had a trust book I did. And I say this because you're in Philly. I said we can rent a room in Philadelphia and do a whole law class at Jenkins Law Library. It's only $50 an hour. $50 an hour. Literally. I could stay in Philly for a week and do a class probably once every 4 or 5 days. But I can't go out my way anymore because it's every day. It's always something with me. And I have a lot on my plate right now, bro. It's a lot on my plate. So I'm fine. I'm gonna play something for you too while you here. And again, if y'all want to support, because we're doing this thing in Atlanta, Heavy as the Crown is going to be shown in Atlanta. I'm trying to get people to support or help out with these flights because I'm bringing my daughter with me if it's by myself. So I can go into debt. You know, but no, next week we're doing a Heavy as the Crown showing, brother, in Atlanta.
Let me say this too. Because my phone is breaking up. I was about to start breaking up real bad because where I'm at, I'm out on this highway. But let me say this to you. The same way like in Philly, how you got a whole bunch of Muslims everywhere, like there, and half the young Black population is Muslim, and you got like OGs and little disciples coming behind them. Guys like you and Taj, y'all need people coming behind you guys that's carrying on the message the same way. And
it's a brother right now. It's a brother named Crumb from Crumb TV. He's on here right now. That's why I share with a lot of stuff with this brother on the phone.
Yeah,
we talk about a lot of things. And he's
because so many young people don't know Taj. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, he's an 80-year-old man now, so he can't move around like he did 20, 15 years ago.
Exactly.
But you know what I'm saying? But in the time that we need now, like I tell people all the time, they're not telling you that you got to be a Moorish Muslim. No, they just want you to have the information. Just have the information. So I'm gonna get off because I'm on a high. I'm driving my bike, looking at me crazy. I'm driving.
All right, man. Let's make this happen in Philly, man. I want to do something in Philly at Jenkins Law Library too.
Yeah, we gotta work it out, figure it out.
All right, no doubt, man. Be safe, man. Peace.
All right, peace.
So listen, y'all. Next week, 23rd, we have a Heavy as the Crown showing there. It's going to be a dope event, and if y'all would like to support, you can, because the flights are mad expensive, and I do have my daughter, and I do have responsibilities. And like you said, man, reach out to the real people. Where's the link at? So it's a lot, B. I usually do. I wanted to shrink this down to an hour, but it got too heavy. Like Heavy as the Crown, you know. So
Heavy as the Crown. And I wanted to just say this before you end out, Brother Sabir. First and foremost, again, I'm saluting you because within the past, I guess it's been years now, I've learned so much just as Brother George was saying, you know, was speaking about the Moors and the history and going and getting these books. And I actually bought Nature Knows No Color Lines, 100 Amazing Facts of the Negro. I have the Constitution. I have a law dictionary. I didn't have this stuff years ago. I didn't know about that. I was conscious, but not to this extent. And I want to just tip my hat off to you. The brothers you also mentioned before, Brother Asir Duka Tears,
all these brothers,
and Brother Norris, Turtle Gang, you three keep it so grassroots and so real that it makes people cringe, unfortunately, because they don't want to hear the truth. But you know, I'm just going to say this again, and I want to just thank you and extend, you know, my gratitude for the lessons.
No doubt, thank you, Brother Sway. What's up, my brother? That is my brother Zulu. What's good, homie?
How you doing, my brother?
Tired, great. Get my daughter dressed, and I was only supposed to do an hour, and I went over that, but now it's about time for her to eat. I know y'all don't care, but anyway, we are vegans and we don't eat certain foods, so I do got to get off because I hear her in the room keep calling me. But I'm gonna play this real quick for y'all, and this is the funny part. So don't forget to support people. Support Zelle, PayPal, Chime, Apple.
Pentagon and the CIA have confirmed that Islamic prophecies are coming true. Let me prove it to you. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, predicted that we would compete in building the world's tallest buildings. Look at New York, look at Dubai, skyscrapers everywhere. He said that people would communicate over long distances. Look how we use phones. He predicted that we would fly in large metal birds. That's airplanes. Predicted 1400 years ago before we had flights. The prophet said that music would be everywhere and you cannot avoid it. You can't go anywhere. A gym, everywhere has music. He said people would wear clothes, but they'd still be naked. Look at every beach in America. He told us that knowledge would disappear and ignorance would spread. Look how fast lies spread on social media. And despite having the internet, people are dumber than ever. He also predicted that earthquakes would start to increase. And we now see this, that we have more earthquakes right now than we've ever had in history. These aren't lucky guesses. This is coming from an illiterate man who could not read or write 1400 years ago from the middle of the desert. And he has predicted how modern society now runs perfectly to a T, zero mistakes. And what I told you is only a small fraction of the prophecies that have come true. There's dozens more. So my question for you is, how do you not yet realize that Islam is the one true religion? The Pentagon.
Damn, dude, this is a lot of stuff that's going on, man. Y'all can play, but I'm gonna make you pay to play. So I'm gonna put my banner up there. I thank y'all so much. Sway, I gotta go, brother. I'll give you a call in a second, but I do have daddy duties.
Yes, sir.
Some of these cats that don't have children, like I say, I like using this word, kick rocks, my nigga. But let's get this thing popping in ATL, man. Okay, all right, let's get it popping in ATL. Show your love and show your support. It's going to be at the Plaza Theater on the 23rd. Chris said it's going to be lit. We trying to make this thing work, people, so please show your love. I gotta go. All right, so bear with me. I thank y'all so much. I probably won't be back on later on. It depends if my brother Crumb want to do something. Peace. Peace, Crumb.
Peace.
Always, invited always, brother. Peace, Sway.
Peace, my brother.
M-A-M-C. Are you one too? You spell it out as each letter I said to you. I-M-A-M-C. Are you one too? That's the title of the project that I'm sending to you. It's a message to MCs that whatever you do, keep your skills tight. The future is dependent on you. Never spit for only money or what they handing to you. Spit for the people. Try to predict what your man gonna do. Get hungry on them. Look at rappers with a cannibal view. I roll with an animal crew and we battle the few. But these days I'm spitting in the party. After it's through, cypher style, kicking it in with a spectacular view. You ain't attacking the crew. In fact, we clapping at you. I wish they
get that book right here.
These rappers in two. I be rapping from the south up the Kalamazoo, smacking rappers around like the tennis rackets they do. I be spitting what's legitimate, factual, actual, and true. Put the mic down for another sound I'm not gonna do. I was there in the beginning. I'll be there when it's through. I-M-A-M-C. Are you one too? I-M-A-M-C. Are you one too? If you got a chance to spit it, what you gonna do? I'm too hot to handle, too hot for fans too. When I spit my MC like they say, we cram to understand you. I stay hot like the Sudan do. Open your mind, I plan to. With real knowledge, nothing you can't do. Knowledge reigns supreme on these fakers, I trample. Show up at the spot like they mumble and ramble. Pull out the wax, burn these rappers down like a candle. Watching them scramble, this is just a little example. The street teacher type, at the peak of hype, the leader type, the street preacher type, culture keeper divine. non-speaker type, truth seeker type, deeper type, seeking freedom type, the eager type, KRS-One, that's what he is like, making sure the family eating right while we seeking life. Real skill when I'm squeezed the mic, you're gonna see tonight. 146 in Broadway, that's the throwback. Broadway RT 86, that's where the show's at. Jump on the mic with no skill, you get your nose cracked. Me, I was drilling them, killing them, man, you know that.
This is the oldest mosque in North Africa. The oldest mosque in North Africa, in Tunis.
Plus 110th Street, Bobby Womack. Young and saying that's the OG, that's the old cat. That's the teacher speaking that new rap and old rap. I'm giving you your heritage back, young and old lad. AMC, are you one too? I like the sound of it. Only a few heads ever come around this shit. No getting around this shit, I'm pounding it. When I add rock, no beastie boy, I start growling spit. You drowning in it. My flow is like the OG Kush. You loving every ounce that you get. I made it out of the pit. No clam and no glit. This may be Grunt's house, but I'm the handyman pulling hammers real quick. You can't touch this with a hand or a grip. Rappers avoiding the smoke like a cigarette after it's lit. I spit the tactical, mathematical, actual shit. After I spit, it's a trip I'm about to go kick. Got skills? You a rapper? This the question for you. I am AMC. Are you one too? Turn to your friends. If they spit it, ask them too. I am AMC. Are you one too?
Share it out, y'all. Let's go. Let's have these great conversations, baby.
Hold up. I'm going to go straight through again. K-Prom, drop another break.
Gotta go, y'all. It was Risen Ill. Don't forget the 23rd, y'all. ATL, Heavy as the Crown 2 is going to be lit. So please spread the word, baby. All right. And I forgot to give a shout out to my brother, King Simon. Peace.